guys, and happy New Year's Eve. This video today is about my labour and what happened. So yeah, let's get started. First off, I'd like to wish you all a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Let's get the wishing out of the way. And I hope you all had a great Christmas. And yeah. So I had to go to hospital to have a growth scan because Noah was bigger. They measured him bigger than he's supposed to be. So he was like, he was a week bigger than he was supposed to be when he was in my tummy. So I went for a growth scan and I did all the stuff. They weighed me, they took my urine sample, and they did my ultrasound. And I can't remember if I told you guys on a previous video that I had to be tested for glucodiabetes because they thought that might be the reason why he was bigger, but it all came back negative and I was fine. They just said I was growing a healthy baby. And then I had to book in for another growth scan about a week before I had Noah. So we did that and went home and everything was fine. And I had a phone call from the hospital saying that I need to go up to have a blood test done and have my urine sample done again because they found protein in my urine. So I put that in. We went out the next day and they put me, I think they put me on a monitor to make sure Noah's fine and things. Apparently it's routine, it's normal. And they took my blood and they took another sample of my urine. And it showed up that I had a little bit of protein in my urine. And it said same on the blood as well. They weren't too worried about it. That was on, I think that was on Thursday, that was on Halloween. So, so yeah, everything was fine. Noah was fine. His movements were fine. So that was all done. We didn't leave the hospital until, I don't know, about 7ish. And Rob was going to take Billy out trick-or-treating, so Billy missed that, which I feel so bad about. But he still enjoyed himself. I left a box of sweets on the side for the children when they come to the front door, and Billy got all dressed up and he answered the door and handed out the sweets. So he, in a way, he still enjoyed Halloween even though he didn't go out. He enjoyed seeing all the children dressed up. So that was that. And then I had to go back up to the hospital on the Sunday to have another test done to see if the protein was going. And so they tested my urine again. They gave me took more blood from me. They put me back on the monitor, and apparently it came back even more. I had more protein, and it turned out I had eclampsia, which can be very, very dangerous for you when you're pregnant, or after you've had the baby. Apparently you can get eclampsia on your second trimester, and it will go all the way through. until you've had the baby, sometimes after you had the baby. So they were going to induce me on the Tuesday of that week, after the Sunday, after I went up to have more tests done, but they said they had to induce me on that Sunday because it was the only way of getting rid of the eclampsia was for me to have Noah. So they induced me that night. Yeah, I was absolutely terrified. I cried. I wanted to go home. I wanted to see my son, and yeah, it really scared me. So they talked through on how they were going to induce me. There was a couple of ways they were going to induce me. They were going to check to see if they could break my waters, and if they couldn't, then I would have to have a stent, I think it is, up there, and they'd put medicine up to induce the labour. But on the Saturday, I was already having contractions in the morning, so luckily for me, they just needed to break my water. So we went up to the labour ward, and they broke my waters. Then hang on, one sec. You alright, Billy? Are you alright? I'm in the bedroom. I'm doing a video. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It's Billy. No, you can get up by yourself. You can say hello.
Wait, can you get up here?
He's gonna get up there.
Help me.
Okay, you can say hello.
Hello. I'm going now.
Okay, bye. Be careful. So, yeah, we went for a walkabout after they broke my water. See you later.
See you later.
So, yeah, we went for a walkabout. We went and got some food and had a walk around. And then...
I forgot my comb. Daddy.
And then we got back and I started... Well, no, Billy came up to see me with Mum and Dad and Rob's mum. Didn't you? You came to see me at the hospital, yeah. So, yeah, that was nice. It was nice actually seeing everybody.
And I was giving you a hug.
Mhm.
I'll give you a hug.
You gave me a hug, yes, you did.
And I said bye-bye to you.
Yeah, you did.
And I was sighing.
I know, you were upset, weren't you? Because we've never been apart before at night time.
Yeah.
Have we? Really? So, yeah, Billy came up and saw me, which was nice, because I really wanted to see him. Like I was saying, Billy and I have never been apart from each other. Never. Ever since he was born. Overnight. So.
And Mummy didn't read me stories.
No, I couldn't read you a story that night, could I? Because I was in labour with Noah at the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you can read me story now.
Yeah, I can now. Because I'm home, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy now.
Mhm.
I'm happy now because
Yeah.
you're home.
Yeah, I know you are. So, yeah, I went into labour. They gave me gas and air because I just wanted gas and air. I didn't want that epidural. No. I don't like that. I would never have that stuff if I could help it.
But
They...
why
don't. Go downstairs and play, please. They checked to see how many centimetres I were, and I wasn't progressing as well as I should have been, so I had to have a drip to help me move along. I think the only other medicine I had was I had an injection into my thigh because the pain was unbearable at some points. I think it's because Noah was a very big baby. So yeah, we had Noah at 7:26 in the morning on Monday. Yeah, Monday the 4th at 7:26 we had him. They gave Noah an injection into his thigh for, I can't remember what it was for. I think it might have been a vitamin or something. I can't remember. I really can't remember. So they did that. Rob cut the umbilical cord and everything was really good. So I had a bath and got Noah sorted and dressed, and he was weighed and measured. Can't remember how much they measured him by. And we were moved to the maternity ward, and at that point I just said, I want to go home now. I really, really hated the hospitals, I really did. So I think Rob got a move on with them to say that we really want to go home today. Is there any chance? And I said, yeah, that's fine. So that was all sorted. And then they gave me injections. I had to inject into my tummy because of the eclampsia I had. And that was done every morning at 10 o'clock for a week, I think, or 10 days, something like that. So Rob had to do that because I wouldn't inject myself into the tummy. So yeah, I was getting bruises on both sides of my belly button because of the injections, and I had to keep having paracetamol and ibuprofen, and there was something else. Instead of the paracetamol, I think I had to have it's a stronger painkiller to paracetamol, so I had that as well. And yeah, everything went really well. I went out to the doctor's I think it was last week, to have mine and Noah's 6-week checkup, and I had to have more blood tests done, and it turns out I still have eclampsia. So, but it would go slowly. Apparently it affected my liver, and that can happen. But yeah, it's lucky they induced me then, because eclampsia can be very dangerous. You can die from eclampsia if you're not careful. So I had to have Noah to try and get rid of the eclampsia, but I still got it. But it would go gradually. So yeah, it was a strange thing to have, because when I had Billy, I didn't have any of these problems. I didn't have I wasn't anemic. They didn't test me for gluto diabetes, and I didn't get eclampsia. I just wondered, maybe it's because of my age, because I'm older this time round. But yeah, but there you go, that is my labour. Noah's downstairs with his daddy, sleeping. you just seen Billy, which I promised that you would see him. You saw him. It's very lively, very lively. So yeah, I will probably be doing one video a week at the moment because I want to get back into doing videos again. I don't know what the next video will be. I might do a update on Noah, actually, because I haven't done one of those yet. So yeah, next video will probably be an update on Noah, which I'll do next week. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my sit down little chat. This video is going to be very long. But yeah, thanks guys for listening. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you. What is this? It's attached to my jumper. I will see you guys next week with Noah and possibly Billy as well, if he's a good boy. Alright then guys, well, have a great New Year's Eve and New Year's, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.